Hey, Seth David here, and I always think it's important, if somebody takes time out of their day to acknowledge me, I think it's important to take time out of my day and acknowledge them back. It's the least I can do. And I've got a lot of birthday wishes here, and I'm sure there'll be more to come, but I figured I'd have some fun recording a video of me going over all the birthday wishes and acknowledging each person who's been kind enough to take time out of their day to acknowledge me. So we're starting here with Steven Silver. Thanks, Stephen. And I like to say something specific so that the person knows I'm actually acknowledging them and not just copying and pasting some generic response. So it's been a long time since the days of ENJC. He knows what that means. Thank you, Jennifer. Hope all is well by you. Jennifer and I went to high school together. Jennifer was a few years younger than me. Audra. Thanks, Audra. Long time friend and ex-girlfriend. I appreciate your friendship. If I could type, that would make things go along a little better. Tim Vandestieg is an independent filmmaker. He's made a movie called My Run Films, or My Run. It's owned by a company called My Run Films, and I've done the accounting on it. Thanks, Tim. Great to work with you the past few years. My Run will be a huge hit really soon. Then we've got Terry here. She's a new friend. Nice to have met you recently. You missed out on most of the first 40 years of my life, but you'll be here for the next 40 at least. Eva went to high school with me. Thanks, Eva. Long way since high school. Wonder what people would have said if we had Facebook back then. John Hurd, another guy I went to high school with. Thanks, John. One of these days we'll get together and talk on the phone. And catch. John and I had talked over Facebook and emails and such about trying to work together on a business level, but we never did get together on it. So one of these days we'll get together and talk on the phone and catch up on some business ideas. Thanks, Amy. Amy's birthday is today, too. Happy birthday right back at ya. Brooke is one of the owners of Shofco, who's a client of mine. Shof PC, they do affiliate marketing. Thanks, Brooke. We'll see great things this year for Shof PC, I'm sure. Ellen is a friend of mine who I've met just this past year, shortly before he moved to Arizona, Phoenix to be specific. Maria went to Pace University with me. It's a long time since pace. Did you miss it? Lynn is also a friend I've met in the last few years. Look forward to seeing you around and speaking with you at the next opportunity. Lynn asks me to speak at meetings here and there. Wendy went to high school with me and also comments frequently on my inspirational status updates. Melissa worked for a client that I had a few years back. No longer works for that client. She's moved on. Alex went to high school with me. We used to go to this club called Paris, New York. It was a gothic club that those of us who were into what we called new wave music back then used to hang out at. Michelle Stevens, another classmate, not actual classmate, but somebody who went to Pace University with me. Rosalie here is my aunt. We were emailing the other day about the snow in New York and how it holds people back from getting to work and so on. I hope all is well and that you're getting out of the snow by now. Jamie, I knew in my SUNY Farmingdale days, and we were in the theater clubs together. We put on a show, version of the show Hair. And Jamie is a professional DJ now, and every year I get a birthday video. Stacy Horowitz went to high school with me. Robin is somebody I met through a client, and I helped her out online with some stuff. Now that I'm 21, I'm legal to do anything you like. You bet. Too bad I abused all of those privileges a long time ago. And now you're seeing real-time people are responding to my comments. David Rosen. Thanks, David. David went to high school with me. Hung out with the same group of guys pretty much our senior year. Crazy, crazy group of guys. We had a lot of fun together. Linda Barnes is the person who introduced me to Robin Marie Herein. I always help Linda with her sales tax returns. Casey has been a bookkeeper for me, and now she's moved on to work full time. She still handles a couple of clients. Casey's awesome. She's got a great spirit. She's really sweet, really friendly. I always like to remind her of that. Stephen went to the same private school that I went to, Solomon Schechter Day School. Graduated with my brother, a few years older than me. Kristen went to high school with me. I don't want to say that. It might come across the wrong way. I actually mean it sincerely. It's hard after a while because you don't want to say the same things even though the same thing may apply. Hope your day is great so that you can have fond memories of my 40th birthday. Lisa Skidmore Johnson, another high school classmate. We're in a photography class together. Thanks, Lisa. Alright, I'll do it. I appreciate you taking the time. Dave Leverinter is a long-time USY friend, and I've stayed in touch with him on and off over the years. He now lives in California just like I do, and he's a great, great guy. So, hey Dave. I'm recording this as I type my replies. You are absolutely correct. Nothing less. Look forward to seeing you in person in 2011. Siobhan also went to high school with me. It's amazing. A lot of people from high school that I didn't talk to for years because of Facebook I've reconnected with. And the people that I was, perhaps for lack of a better word, connected with when I was in high school, not as well connected with as some of the people like Siobhan here who I knew we were hi-bye type friends, but never close. Now on Facebook we correspond every once in a while, and it's great. I've made some great connections with people I went to high school with that I didn't know that well back then, and now of course I wish I had gotten to know them better because well, of course they're all great people. Steve Lon, another person I know from USY youth group, and we went to the same synagogue at East Northport Jewish Center when we were younger. I was younger. It was definitely younger before. And I've been doing this for about 15 minutes. You'll see that on the timeline if you're watching the whole recording. You probably won't. I don't blame you if you don't. Karen is somebody I went to high school with who's connected with me. And we've talked about making 2011 a great year. We've talked in general about just how to succeed, how to build your professional life up, how to market online. Karen's got a marketing background, and looking forward to having an opportunity to work with her on some level this year. And we go to the older posts. I mean, I'm so grateful. Look at all these people who are generous enough to take a minute out of their day and post on my wall. And I'm not even saying that sarcastically. I mean, they don't have to do it. Chris and I went to high school together. And at this point, since I'm more than 15 minutes in, I tend to make the answers a little shorter as I get to them, unfortunately, because these are the people who posted earlier. I'm working backwards here. But a simple happy birthday gets a simple thanks, which is fine. I don't expect people to write me a book. I'm glad they took the time to say anything at all. Gordon also went to high school with me. At least if I mention their name, they know I'm responding to them specifically. The main thing for me is to make sure that I acknowledge everyone who has taken the time to acknowledge me. Howard is a guy that I was in USY with. We were a few years apart. He was a counselor actually at a summer encampment that I used to go to for USY. I don't know if he'll remember this, but I remember one night sneaking out of the bunks with my friends, including Jason Feldman, who just recently passed. May he rest in peace. And we went into the counselor's shack where these guys were hanging out and got ourselves into trouble. We just walked right in there. We snuck out of the bunks. We could have gone to the girls' campus, and we just walked in there and got ourselves in trouble. It was fun. It was funny. The next day they called all our parents, and strangely, none of our parents could be reached. I guess because it was the summertime, and probably all our parents were away somewhere or something. Elise is somebody I went to high school with, one of my first crushes in high school, and just been a great friend for years and years and years. And now we do some work together. Elise is a CPA. I try and send clients her way. She tries to send me some favors when she can here and there. So Elise is a great friend. I have to say something special for her. Jeff Hammond is a guy I used to hang out with a lot. I think actually in the years immediately following high school, we used to hang out. We used to work at this place called the Emporium. Previously, it had been a Chuck E. Cheese, and we were all basically video game attendants handing out change. And I have great memories of those days. We used to have some wild, wild times. Spell that right. Kenny's another guy I went to high school with, and he's saying Miracle Man because I'm always telling people, you're a miracle, because I learned that from a guy by the name of Mark Kreiner. He always says, you're a miracle. And so I picked that up from him, actually, and I've passed it along to a lot of people. Thanks, Kenny. You're a miracle. And Rachel is somebody else I went to high school with who frequently comments and shows her appreciation for my inspirational status updates. Thanks, Rachel. It is your comments of appreciation that inspire me to post more of my excited and inspired updates. So keep them coming. Let's get this spelled right. Bam! Josh is a guy I met through a guy named Bo Henderson. Bo, we have yet to come across here. He may miss it. He's a busy guy. We both run businesses. Bo and I have been working together, or trying to get together on some things. Great guy, and Josh is a great guy. Josh does all his web stuff. Thanks, Josh. We're going to do some great stuff this year. Debbie and Christine here, who commented in line, are both women that I went to high school with. Christine called me up, not called me up, I guess we were chatting on here on Facebook one day, and I'm sure she'd agree, it was a bizarre conversation. She was telling me about all the people that we knew in high school who had died. I was like, okay. It was a bit morbid, but nevertheless. Bonnie went to high school with me. Bonnie tried to help me win the elections to become the secretary of our school. I lost anyway, but her efforts to this day are still appreciated. If someone takes the time to write a specific comment, then I definitely want to take the time to do the same for them. Thanks, Nicole. Heidi, I know from right around here in beautiful downtown Burbank, California. And Jill is another person I went to high school with. And then we have Heather, another high school mate. I think we're getting there. Rob was the assistant youth director when I was in youth group one year. And one year on my birthday, he bumped into him in high school, and I guess he had a free afternoon, and I didn't have anything to do, so we went out and took a drive. I think it was around my birthday. We went to Toys R Us and bought this mechanical cat that you could clap and make it move forward, clap twice, make it turn, all kinds of things. It was funny. There's something that sticks out in my memory about each person down here. I probably have at least one memory I can think of, which is what makes this so incredible. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Lori. Nicole. Nicole. Long time friend from back in high school, and has become a great friend once again in recent years through Facebook. Just about finished redesigning her website for her, and just a wonderful person. Brent is somebody I think I just know online. I have to go back and look at his profile later. Brent, I apologize if you see this, and I don't remember exactly how we've met, but I know we've met. I don't accept friends on my personal Facebook page unless we've actually met or talked or otherwise gotten engaged in some way directly. I don't just let people I don't know at all in as friends. I have my Nerd Enterprises page for anyone else who's just kind of into what I'm doing on a professional level. Happy birthday, Mr. Happy. Thanks, Aaron. I'm not sure exactly I have to read that. I remember Robin Williams' definition of Mr. Happy. Cheryl's another person I went to high school with who has just been a great friend over recent years. Always responds, always has a kind word about some of the things I say. Jennifer Paratori, another person I went to high school with. Thank you, David. David was another USY, fellow USY friend. And I've got more new posts coming in. I'll have to do another video. I've got about 4 minutes left before I hit my YouTube limit of a half an hour. I've got so many videos on YouTube, they've extended my my limit, but I'm going to have to wrap this up with these next few, and then I'll do another video for the others. Let's see where we're at. Lori. Thank you, Lori. Lori and I hung out and had some fun within the years immediately after high school. She's a great girl. I almost helped her father with a business venture at one point. Thanks, Jeff. Looking forward to my sunny SoCal B-Day. And Dave Cantor. Thanks, David. Alright, that's going to be a wrap for this video, and I'll do another one. I'm sure you're not going to sit through all 30 minutes of this and any other video, but hopefully you catch the part where I've covered your comment. And thanks again, everyone who posted. I really do, really appreciate it.